I welcome you all in the session. Topic of this session is consumers cooperatives in India. You are well aware that cooperative is a voluntary association of the peoples who are united voluntarily to meet their socio-economic objectives, and in this cooperative concept basically people share their resources, their capital, their efforts, and to get the benefits out of which are having the characteristics of the big organization, big business organization. So, cooperative is basically the association of peoples who have the less resources, we can say, and they want to have the benefits of big organization, that is the purpose. So, and we have the different types of cooperative organization in the India. We have the consumer cooperatives, we have the credit cooperative, we have the women cooperative, we have the horticulture cooperatives, we have the business cooperatives, and today we are going to discuss about the consumer cooperatives. And in this session basically we will learn about the concept, the meaning of the consumer cooperatives, what is the structure of the cooperatives, consumer cooperative in India, then what is the progress, how much progress the consumer cooperatives they are making in India, and what are the organizations who are involved in the operation of the consumer cooperative society in India. These are the objectives of this session. So, basically first start how we have started this cooperative, consumer cooperative particularly. Actually this consumer cooperative concept started in 1844 in the England, Rochdale, actually where the 28 working peoples they joined together, they form a retail cooperative society. Actually there was a malpractices by the trader, there was a problem in the supplying of the consumer goods in there. So, the 28 working peoples they joined, they formed groups, they created a retail cooperative society, and that is known as the Rochdale Equitable Pioneer Society. And they basically what used to do, they have collected their the small saving, their capitals, and they used to purchase the consumer commodities in the bulk quantity, and they used to sell the consumer commodity to their members. So, whatever the profit, the small profit was there, they used to distribute to the member of the consumer society. So, and this concept of the consumer society has become very large, diverse, and now we have 1.2 billion members of the consumer cooperative society in 105 countries. So, its concept have been accepted, the concept has been accepted, it has a widely acceptance in the world. And in India, first let us understand what is the meaning of the consumer cooperative society. It is an association of the consumers aimed at pooling the purchasing power in order to enable the consumers to reap the benefit of the collective buying. So, we can say the consumer cooperative society is the basically collection of the people or the association of the people or consumer basically, and the purpose is to pool their purchasing power, to pool their purchasing power, so that the group can purchase the large quantity at a time, and so there will be the cost effectiveness when they purchase in the bulk and the large quantity, and so this cheaper produce are made available to their consumer member of the society. So, this consumer society is basically the consumer cooperative society provide the commodities and services of daily household needs like food items, the toiletries, the clothes, cooking oil, all type of items related to consumer household activities. And these societies serve the consumer member, they also serve the general public. So, if general public also want to purchase the consumer item from the consumer cooperative society, they can purchase at a competitive prices actually, because it is basically the ultimate purpose of any cooperative society to serve their member, to serve the society. They do not have the profit margin objectives in their working. So, and this cooperative society are also managed by the member themselves. So, members they take the decisions in the cooperative manner, in the democratic manners, with the objective to serve the society, to serve the member, consumer member. And sometimes we have observed that there are various employees consumer cooperative societies there, like in the Kendra Bandar, which is the central government consumer cooperative society, and sometimes we have also found that the thrift and credit cooperative society, they also supply the consumer goods, they also have the consumer stores, and they provide such services related to the consumer goods to their members. And the most important aspect, when we see the consumer cooperative society, the prices of the commodities supplied by them are highly competitive, and they also provide the rebates and discount to the purchase made by the regular members who purchase regularly from the cooperative society. They provide some rebate and discount to them. And the government is also implementing the public distribution system. The objective of this public distribution system to provide the food security, actually to make available the food grains to the our poor section, people who are below poverty line, and they allot the different fair price shops to different sections of the society, like individuals, sometimes to the groups also. So cooperative organizations, these consumer cooperative are also provided the fair price shop, and around 20% of the fair price shop are available with the consumer cooperative societies, and they supply, this consumer cooperative societies, they supply all the items which are identified under the public distribution system, and sometimes they also provide the consumption loan to the member. And in this slide you can see the coverage of the consumer cooperative society. The concept is growing very much in the country. We have 26,355 consumer cooperative society in India now, and the wholesale out of that, the wholesale consumer cooperative society are also there, which is 512 number. This 512 consumer cooperative society, wholesale consumer cooperative society, they do business at the wholesale level, and the number of the members of the consumer cooperative societies are the 8.61 million. So we have the large membership base of the consumer cooperative society in the country. And you can see here the growth of the membership of the consumer cooperative society over the period of time. In 2008-9 we have 8.261 million numbers of they were the member of the consumer cooperative society, which has increased to 8.61 million numbers in the year 2016 and 17. So the popularity of this consumer cooperative society is increasing over the period of time. More and more people, they are becoming the member of the consumer cooperative society in India. Now let us understand about the organizational structure of the consumer cooperatives, and there are, we can say, four tier system in the organization of the consumer cooperative society. At the grassroots level, we have the primary level consumer cooperative stores, which are available in the village or sometimes taluka level. Then we have the district consumer cooperative societies, district consumer cooperative federations, and which offers the wholesale services to their members. And this district level consumer cooperatives federations, they affiliate themselves with the state level consumer cooperative federations, and this state level consumer cooperative federations, they work under the guidance of the national level consumer cooperative federation, which is the National Consumer Cooperative Federation Limited, NCERT, which has its head office in Delhi. And this is the structure. Actually you can see at the national level we have National Cooperative Consumer Federation of India, and at the state level we have State Cooperative Consumer Federation. We have 21 state cooperative consumer federations which are working in different states. Then at the district levels we have the Central District Wholesale Consumer Cooperative Stores, and then at the grassroots levels we have the primary consumer stores. And there are 148 members of this National Cooperative Consumer Federation of the India. And here we learn about the National Cooperative Consumer Federation of the India. It was established on 6 October 1965, and this is the apex body of the consumer cooperative society in India. This NCERT is registered as the multi-state Cooperative Society Act 2002, and head office is in Delhi. And this NCF has 29 branches all over the India, which are working in coordination with the state consumer cooperative federations, and they are monitoring or supervising the activity of the consumer cooperative society in all over the India. And the main function of the National Cooperative Consumer Cooperative Federation is to act as a spokesperson of the consumer cooperative movement, and they also assist and guide the member institutions to improve their operational and managerial efficiency, and to provide the support to the consumer cooperative and other agencies for distribution of the consumer goods at reasonable prices at affordable rate. And they also render the technical guidance and assistance to the consumer cooperatives, and they provide the market intelligence to its member organization, that is the consumer cooperative society at different levels. And the management of National Cooperative Consumer of India, it is basically general body as usual in all the cooperative society. And then this general body basically they do the they elect the board of directors for the period of 5 years in case of NCCF. And there are 21 members in the board of directors, and there are representatives from the state federations, there are representatives from the government, which is nominated by the government. There are elected from members from the other different types of society, from other member societies, and then there is a representative from the NCCI, and then there is a representative from the NCDC, National Cooperative Development Corporation. There is a one representative from NAFED also, and there is a one managing director which is appointed by the board of director of the NCCCF. So, in total there are 21 members in the board of director of the NCCCF. They take all the decisions related to its functioning, its operation, its management, its business, and its relation with the government. So, they are the power body, or they are the authority to take decisions related to National Cooperative Consumers Federations of India. And this is the structure of the organizational structure of the board of directors. There is a board of directors, then we have the managing directors, and there are different branches under him, like regional managers who undertake the who supervise the activity of the 29 branches of the NCCF. Then we have general manager, which are related to which undertake which monitor the activities of the accounts and finance department. Then there are general manager who supervise or who manage the activities of personnel and administration related. Then there is a general manager who maintain the business activities, who undertake the business activities related to grocery, textiles, and different business activities. And they also have some chief vigilance officer who monitor, who audit the activity of this National Consumer Cooperative Society Federation. And then here we can see the progress of the NCCF in the year 2016-17, and there are 148 members of the NCCF, and the paid share capital of the NCCF is 144 million rupees. Then the government share is also there, which is 94.85 million rupees. Then the total turnover or the NCCF in the year 2016-17 was 7,990.28 million rupees. The profit of rupees 30.56 million rupees in the year 2016-17. And then we move to the state consumer cooperative federations, and basically they promote consumers cooperatives in the respective states and union territories. They procure the bulk quantity of the goods and then supply them to the member institution, member cooperative society, and this state consumer cooperative federation, they assist in and guide the member institutions for facilitating their working. They act as a agent of the state government for distribution of essential consumer items, particularly we can say under the public distribution system. Also, they also maintain or they also establish their liaison with the government and other financing institutions, banks, etc. Then we have the consumer cooperative store, and basically they are to protect the interest of the consumers, and they supply the quality essential consumer goods at the reasonable price, because the prices are very competitive supplied by the consumer cooperative societies, and they also help in maintaining the price stabilization and availability of the essential consumer goods in time of the crisis, and they maintain the liaison with the state cooperative federation and other cooperative institutions. So their role is very important to supply the consumer goods to the member, to the general public, and these goods supplied by them are very competitive, available at the very competitive prices compared to private. So here we can see one example of the consumer cooperative society, like the central government employees consumer cooperative society limited, which is the very popular, which has more than 100 stores in Delhi. It is also known as the Kendra Bandar, and which was established in the 1963 as a welfare project for the benefit of the central government employees and public at large. And it is a multi-state consumer cooperative society, is registered as a multi-state consumer cooperative society, and it is largest consumer cooperative society in the world. The business activities they undertake are related to retailing and institutional sales of grocery, consumers and household items. They also undertake the sale of the stationery items. They also take the activities related to sale of the medicine and allied items. And the objective of this Kendra Bandar is to obtain, distribute and market foodstuffs, the essential commodities and other consumer goods at reasonable prices. And they undertake the wholesale and retail trade of the consumer goods, essential commodities, to establish and also establish the departmental store, the supermarket and fair price shop also. And they supply the items, the consumer items or other necessary items to the government departments, the offices and subsidiary organization, and they stabilize and run manufacturing and processing unit also for the production of the consumer goods. So apart from the distribution or sale of the consumer goods, they also undertake the production activity, they also undertake the processing activities. The another objective of the Kendra Bandar is to open and repair the servicing facilities and shops to provide such services to the members in respect of articles supplied by them, so as to many being common in demand amongst them. So if they supply some equipment or some items, and their repairing activities also taken by the Kendra Bandar, and they also encourage some thrift, self-help and cooperation among the members. So and they also enroll in import export of the consumer goods, and they also provide services to members or consumers, whatever different types of services are required. So Kendra Bandar is they have the different types of activities. They purchase in the bulk quantity and then supply the consumer goods and services to the member and then the public also. This society was formed by the central government employees, and they have more than 100 outlets in the countries. They encourage the production activity, they also encourage the processing activity, they have the facility, and they also encourage the thrift, self-help and other types of activity. They also involve in the export or import of the commodities. So they provide different types of services to the members. They also supply the items, the goods to the governments, different departments of the government. And now we can sum up this session that we have started this concept of consumer cooperative society in 1844, where the around 28 working peoples, they have established the retail store, the retail societies, and based on seeing the problem in that area, there was a malpractices by the traders, there was a shortage of the goods. So they have this 21 people, they have formed the retail society. Now we have 1.2 billion members all over the world, we can say in 105 countries, and the concept of consumer cooperative society was very well accepted by the India. Now we have more than 26,000 consumer cooperative society which are working, which are supplying the consumer goods to the member and general public. And then we have around 8.6 million member of the consumer cooperative societies. They supply the essential consumer goods member and general public also. And we have the 4-tier structure of the consumer cooperative society. As the state, at the national level, we have National Consumer Cooperative Society, which was established in 1963. Then we have state level, the State Consumer Cooperative Society Federation. Then we have district level, Central District Consumer Cooperative Federation. Then we have the consumer store at the grassroots levels, and the National Consumer Cooperative Society, this National Consumer Cooperative Federation, which monitor, supervise, undertake this different business activities, and they are diversifying their activities in different activities. Also, they are also moving to the supplying of the inputs for the farmers also. Then they are also diversifying their activity in the housing sector also. They are also involved in the import export activities of agricultural produce. So, they are taking different types of activity for the welfare of the consumer members, or in general the common people. Also, they are supplying the consumer items which are at very competitive prices. They provide different types of activity. Thank you very much.